Hi friends, last day we discussed about what are the amendments applicable for your examination in the coming November and December for CA, CMA and CA students. Today I would like to conclude the balance part of that particular amendments applicable for your examination for assessment year 2021. If anyone want Malayalam version of this video, it will be uploaded by tomorrow. So please be patient, it will be available on tomorrow at 5 p.m. Today I would like to start from deduction. There are two amendments available under the section deductions. One is section 80 EEA, second one is 80 EEB. 80 EEA available to individuals, those who borrowing fund for the purpose of purchasing house property, affordable house property. Then the individual assessee get up to 1,50,000 rupees of interest as deduction under this section, but subject to three conditions. First one is loan must be sanctioned in between 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2020. Second condition is this: the stamp value of the residential property must be less than 45 lakh. Third one is at the time of sanction, up to the time of sanctioning of loan, the assessee doesn't have any other house property, any other own house property. These are the three conditions. These three conditions are met by an assessee, especially individual. He will get like 50,000 as deduction by if he is liable to pay any interest on borrowings. Second one is same 80 EEB. It is related to interest on borrowing for the purpose of purchasing electric vehicles. But purchasing date must be in between 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2023. Loan, maximum amount of deduction available under this section is 1,50,000 up to 1,50,000. These are the sections. The next one is basically it is on the part of calculation, tax liability calculation. It is on this section 87A only available to resident individual. This section only available to resident individual whose income, gross total income is, whose net income is less than 5 lakh. He will be eligible to get rebate under section 87A. Maximum amount of rebate will be restricted to actual amount of tax or rupees 12,50,000, whichever is less. So one thing remembered: if any resident individual assessee income is more than 5 lakh, he will not be eligible to get this rebate under section 87A. It is very important. It will be asked in your examinations, very important. Next one is related to income tax return. Those who are not liable to file any income tax return as per the previous provisions, one new section is inserted by the Income Tax Act. This is an assessee has incurred any expenditure for more than 12 lakh for the purpose of visiting foreign countries. He will be mandatorily submit his return. Second one is any individual assessee has incurred rupees 1 lakh or more as electricity bill. He will be mandatorily submit return. Third one is the assessee has deposited more than 1 crore rupees, 1 crore aggregate rupees 1 crore or more in a current account during the previous year, must be file income tax return as per the new provisions. So the three things: first one is aggregate amount of deposit is more than 1 crore during the financial year. Then foreign traveling expenditure is more than 2 lakh and electricity expenditure is 1 lakh. The next one is related to TDS. It is very much important because 194A, TDS on interest other than interest on securities. Any interest payable by a bank, cooperative bank or post office to an assessee whose age is less than 60, then threshold limit of TDS is 10,000 previously, but it is increased to 40,000. Then assessee's age is more than 60, then threshold limit was 50,000, it is continued. Then any other interest payable to any assessee, the interest threshold limit is 5,000. Then next one is rental, 194I. That amount of threshold is increased from 1,80,000 to 2,40,000. Then one more thing, 194M. 194M means any resident individual or HUF make a payment towards a contractor for more than 50 lakhs during the financial year must be deduct 5% as TDS on payment. If any individual or HUF making payment to a contractor during the year for more than 50 lakh, the individual and HUF must be deduct 5% on actual payment, and it must be paid to the department before due date. 194M. Then 194N, it is applicable to bank. If any assessee's cash drawings is more than 1 crore during the previous year, then bank must be liable to deduct 2% on such a withdrawal. That is very important. Then some other amendments are there, but it is not applicable for your examination. So the next one is related to company's tax rate. Section 115 BAA and Section 115 BAB. Section 115 BAA says that it is available to any domestic company subject to fulfillment of certain conditions. That means if any company opts this provision, the company's tax rate will be reduced to 22%, but subject to some other conditions. Conditions are this: the company cannot claim additional depreciation, deductions under Section 10AA, 32AD, 33AB, 33ABA, scientific research expenditure, then Section 35AD, specified business expenditure, 35CCC, 35CCD, and apart from that, company cannot claim deduction under Section 80C to 80U, but company can claim only 3 deductions available to them. First one is 80JJAA, second one is 80LA, third one is 80M. Then no other adjustment will be available. Then if any assessee opt to these provisions, then MAT provision will not be applicable. Tax rate will be 22% plus surcharge plus education cess. Then 115 BAB is there. It is available to domestic company who has commenced their operation, manufacturing operation or production operation, on or after 1st October 2019 to 31st March 2023. The company can opt for a payment on tax at a 15% plus surcharge plus education. Conditions are: it should be a new undertaking. Second one, the company should not use old plant and machinery. Then company should be in any business other than manufacturing. Certain deduction described under Section 115 BA shall not be allowed. I already mentioned that particular item. It will not be available for companies. Then no adjustment for brought forward laws or some other related provisions. So these are the amendments applicable for your examinations. Please be serious on these amendments, because in your MCQ questions, majority of the questions come from this particular area. So kept in mind, please be remembered. Please spend some time on the amendments only. You will get at least 5 to 10 marks in this particular area. Thank you.